You know, here on Prince Edward Island, there are more horses per capita than anywhere else in Canada. And horse racing is more than just a sport here. It's like a second religion. It's Sunday morning in the little town of St.Peters on the north shore of PEI. Time the biggest settlement on the island, the population of this once thriving town has dwindled to just over 400 people. St. Peter's heyday is gone now, but there is one thing built by an earlier generation that is still around. A racetrack. The St. Peter's racetrack was carved out of the forest back in the 1920s. They raced here for years, and then in the 1950s, the nearby Charlottetown track got lights and started evening racing. That became the big thing, and horse racers stopped coming here. Once again, the forest reclaimed the St. Peter's racetrack.
Boy, it was pretty thick.
This is what the middle of the track looked like 10 years ago when Ray McKinnon and the boys decided to bring racing back to the town.
What, trees this size?
Yeah.
Holy smoke.
Took a lot of work.
A lot of clearing, I must
They
say.
cut bush, cleared stones, built the stands, and an announcer's booth. Whatever is here, they put here with their own hands and their own money.
Now, how did you pay all the boys and the hired help and all those lads?
Nobody got 5 cents for nothing.
Not a penny?
Nope.
They did it for what?
For the love of the thing.
For the love of the thing. That's what still brings these old-timers out to the track. They were here in the 1920s and 30s, back before the track closed down, back in the days of Prohibition. Norman Matheson remembers those days well.
Oh, well, we all just had a good time. Money was pretty short then, but it didn't cost much to get in, and there was lots of pretty good shine them times.
Pretty good what?
Moonshine.
Moonshine.
Those were the days, all right. Mind you, these days aren't bad either, except maybe when the races aren't close enough. At least that's what Johnny Miller likes to complain about.
You know, one won't wait for the other. You know what I mean? They'll go out, and one will go out way ahead and keep going as fast as he can. The others will try to keep up with him, but sometimes they can't. It kind of spoils the race, you know what I mean?
When one gets too far ahead.
Yeah.
You like a tight race.
I like a tight race. Yeah. There's no money in it anyway, you know, and they might as well wait for one another to make a good show. Yeah.
It's still an old-time track. Still no electricity, no lights, and no evening racing. St. Peters is what's called a matinee racetrack, Saturday and Sunday afternoons only. And there are no purses, prizes, or betting. Racing here is just for the love of it. There's certainly no money in it, and not much chance of breaking any harness racing records either. Here you find older horses who've had to be retired from the big tracks because they're not fast enough anymore. And the horse fans are older men who once upon a time were horse racers.
My racing days is over.
Well, maybe. Boy, what's going to happen one Sunday you come down here and you have the urge to get into sulky? Would you do it?
Well, if the horse wasn't too fast, and he was quiet in my time. He's sitting sulky, huh? Johnny's sitting.
Yeah, but he's sitting on the sulky backwards.
Yeah, well, I don't generally sit on them that way, you know, when I...
Older men dream of being young again. Older horses still yearn to race against the wind. There's not a grander day than a Sunday matinee with older horses.
Difference when you're brought up with horses and stuff. It's just the same as the younger generation today going to those videos. That's what they're at today. But what us older fellas used to do was the horse racing.
A lot of the drivers are older men, too, many of them well past retirement age, except when it comes to horse racing. And sometimes that takes its toll. Just 2 years ago, one of the older drivers died right here on the track.
While he was driving?
Yeah, he finished the race, eh? Finished second.
But that didn't matter anyway.
No, it didn't matter anyway. Didn't matter.
What happened to him?
It's another heart attack. Of course, he had a heart condition too, eh?
He wasn't supposed to race?
Well, I guess they didn't tell him not to, but, you know, he...
Nobody told Elmer Clow not to race either, or Johnny Ryan. Johnny, who had a stroke last winter. But that was last winter. Now it's summer, and the track is open, the stands are full, and the first dash is about to begin. Older horses ready to race the wind, and older men who are young again.
Could you still do it?
What?
Could you still
I
do
guess
it?
so.
Oh, I'd love to
There's
see you in
nobody
the
else.
Salty.
Huh?
I'd love to see you in the Salty.
Well, I wouldn't mind trying.
Lord, let me drive for the wire again. Let me feel the wind in my face. Let me hear the crowd cheer us on again. These older horses, older men. Before I die, let me drive for the wire again with older horses, older men.
Well, that's our program for this week. Thank you so much for watching. By the way, if you have a comment or a story suggestion, we'd love to hear from you. You can write us in care of Out Your Way, CBC, Ottawa. I'm Wayne Rothstead. Bye for now. Okay, girl. Let's go for a bit of a ride here. We're not getting any younger.